Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me is my guy Dabby Cab. Dabby Cab, I fucking suck cock. How are you?
Look, man, I know that maybe sometimes you don't want to hear it, but on these Saturdays, I throw you a little gem here and there, like some golden advice. I promise you I do. You ready to hear it today? Get the fuck over it and win today.
We'll see. Let's try to win today.
No,
I'd
no, no,
love
no, 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 no. See, get over it. Stop your little fucking woe is me, sad baby bullshit, and let's win some fucking money today.
You want to know what I did yesterday? Hear what I did yesterday?
What?
I first of all, of course, I went 0-4 in all my picks. That was great. It was awesome. And by the way, Real Deal said, Prime says, please don't say that again. I'm not here for that. Shout out to you, Real Deal Prime. I went threw up a classic 0-4. Forgot to tweet out my additions from the card on the show. Because I had to go see a movie right after the show. I went to the wrong movie theater on top of that. So that was really good. Didn't tweet out my additions, and my additions also lost. So technically I went 0-6. It was great. It was awesome.
I swear to God, I thought you were about to be like, and I won all my additions, but I can't count them. Wah. He's like, no, I lost all those too.
I lost them all. Yesterday I was like, this card is just like so hard. I was like, but yeah, it was fucked. But yeah, who cares? It's fine. Let's go on to today. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, Real Deal Prime was a good movie. I did watch the Barbie movie.
Holy shit, you really did.
Solid. No, it was a really good movie. I actually enjoyed it a lot.
What was your favorite part? Fucking Ken?
No, Ken was good. I liked this part. The best part of the movie was the very end when the very last scene is Barbie going to go see a gynecologist, and it was very funny. So I enjoyed that very much. But yeah, it was a good movie. And Real Deal, it was a joke, but it was a great movie. You should go watch it. So no doubt there. Take your kids to go watch it too. All right.
No, I'm done. I was gonna make a joke just saying that you're still trying to like suck up to Helga because everything's getting back to speed, but I'll leave it.
True. There you go. So the joke's there. It's been made. It's there. All right, let's go to the games here. We have limited graphics for the games today, so we're gonna talk about these games maybe in a brisk pace. Get through this card. Dabby Cab was saying that he thinks this card sucks again.
I mean, I'm still gonna win some money today.
Well, I'm glad you are. Shit, one of us has to. And I'm going to go through this card and let's see if I can find some plays. Limited notes for the boy today, but let's fucking get right after it here, Dabby Cab. It's funny. I have more energy on the days where I get my shit pumped than the days where I have a lot of winning bets there. So it's a lot of fun how that works out, Dabby Cab. Let's start off with this game. Yankees-Royals. Garrett Cole on the bump. Brady Singer on the other side, arguably the two best pitchers on these teams. Shout out to my guy Jimmy, who took some L's on the unders yesterday, I believe. I don't remember exactly what the lines were on them, but surprisingly high-scoring game in this game last night, or just yesterday morning. But minus 260 for the Yankees. I mean, everyone kind of knows what this is. Like, I wouldn't back the Yankees here at minus 260, obviously. It's tough to back Brady Singer. I understand that Garrett Cole is going to go out there and probably dominate. I'd lean towards the unders here again. Shout out to Jimmy. I'd lean towards the first 5 and full game unders just because of how high scoring those games were last night, or that game was last night. Like, you don't see the Yankees scoring very many runs nowadays. So I just have a doubt that they can do it again, but it is the Royals. So I lean first 5 under here perhaps, but I've got nothing on my cards so far to start off. Market-wise, real quick, before I pass it off to Dabby Cab, 91% of the bets, 69% of the money on the Yankees there. And totals-wise, it's pretty even, 57% of the bets, 55% of the money on the under 8 there. No movement. So I've got nothing there to start off this card here, Dabby. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this lovely game.
I got you. Shout out to our guy Vince in there in the chat. He said he's coming from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Cheers, man. Glad you came in here. Let's see if we can get some money today.
Shout out to you, my man.
I think Justin gets it and the chat gets it, which is funny because they go against each other. Justin said team total over 4.5 for the Yankees, and chat said under. Both can hit, and I think that either way you attack this game, it's got to be one of those two right there. You either go with the under or you go with the Yankees team total over, because I wouldn't trust Singer here. And you look at what Kansas City is doing; they're only averaging 3.7 runs per game. They have a 232 batting average, which is 25th in the league. 293 on base percentage, which is 30th in the league. I can keep going. 372 slugging percentage, which is 28th in the league. They suck. What I'm getting at? I'll just sum it all up. That the Royals are not a good hitting team. And neither are the Yankees of late. So I understand the under. And say what anyone will about Garrett Cole. I'm not getting into it. I don't think he's a gamer, and I like people that are gamers. I don't think he steps up in big situations. But outside of that, he's been outstanding this year. I mean, 9-2 with the 2.78 ERA. He's just been completely and totally dominant. Not somebody that I would look to go against. And the Yankees have their way with the Royals notoriously here. So I think you either take the Yankees team total over or the under, which is what the chat was on top of. So shout out to you guys.
Yep, chat, best damn chat in all of the YouTube games. So shout out to you guys. Ship bum game, but I'm off here as a Real Deal Prime is saying. Shout out to Jose Sierra on Yankees -1.5 there. Shout out to you, my guy. And Justin McElvey saying that's 100% his cap, fading Singer. BJ saying that Cole shuts down the Royals, but no bet for him at this price. And by the way, good bet or good stat here about my guy LJ from H-Town. Shout out to LJ.
Here's one of those games, if you can find it. I'm not sure if I wouldn't offer it if I was a book, but can you find a decent number on a -1 in the first 5? I'm telling you, there's value in these -1s.
It was weird. The other day, I was on Bovada, and I'm on it right now, and they're starting to offer for big money line favorites. They're starting to offer the straight -1s. In the first 5. I had not noticed that until the other day.
I've been betting them. I've been tweeting them out. I've given them out on your show.
Yeah, but I thought you were just like making them with the -1 calculator or whatever.
No, I don't fucking make them. I bet the actual -1.
Yes, and you might actually get a better price if you made it, honestly. But it's -1, -120 on Bovada right now, and it's not the -1/2, which are very interesting, very interesting. But yeah, I had nothing on this game as well. So
there you go. If you want to bet this game, if you want to bet on the Yankees, in my opinion, you would take the -1, -120. It's a little juicy, but I don't like the -1.5, and I'm not scared of a push over a -1/2. So there you go.
Dabby Cab is not going to church today, no sir. And by the way, yeah, BJ, they won 5-4.
Fuck would I do that?
I don't know. That's what they say when people are scared. I'm just trying
scared
to keep
of what?
Bets, losing money.
Who said that?
Not in the chat. It's an NBA.
Did you just try and make a joke, motherfucker?
No, this is just an NBA show thing. They're like Wham and all those guys. I'm going to church, so I'm trying to keep.
I mean, if you're scared, go to fucking church. I don't go to church, bro. I ain't fucking scared.
Exactly. That was the whole point of that joke. There we go. We explained it all. Everyone gets it now. Let's move on after that horrible joke. Miami Marlins versus the Colorado Rockies here. John Cueto taking the bump. A second start, technically. It will be his first, I guess, legit start. His second one was a follower role, if I do remember correctly. I'm pulling up Johnny Cueto's game logs right now to double check myself. Yeah, first appearance after his injury, 3 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk as a follower. Pretty good there. The Rockies, obviously, another soft landing spot for him, especially because he's at home. Kind of expect him to dominate. Well, not really dominate. I just think he pitches well here. I still believe there's life in Johnny Cueto's arm. -159, total at 8.5 here today for him. I just don't trust the Rockies, obviously. Like, they're just not a good hitting squad. We all know that. But I can never really get down with the Marlins around -150, obviously you could take like a -1, I guess, for the full game if you want to back Cueto. Maybe you take a first 5 there, but I can't get there either. Let's check out the Rockies numbers against righties for the full season here. They are, let me update this for tomorrow or today, I should say. They are 28th, 83 weighted runs created plus for this full season against righties. Just Not enough where I can get there. So, honestly, I kind of surprised that this wasn't like a minus 200 like it was yesterday. But I guess Johnny Cueto kind of scares people off. I wouldn't also hate a first 5 under in this game as well. Miami against righties full season as well. They're 21st, 91 weighted runs created plus. Not great. Their full season, like I said, 21st. Their last this whole month as well, same thing, 20th, 91 weighted runs created plus, while Colorado is dead last against righties as well. So I'd lean first 5 under in this game, even with Chase Anderson's shitty ass on the mound.
Here's the thing. Everybody has their own way to cap, but you can't bet unders with Anderson on the mound. Like, you just can't do it. Like,
yeah, he's bad.
That's like taking the A's every game. Like, there's certain things you just don't fucking do. And betting an under with him on the mound is not something I would do. You know what those L's are for the Marlins? And I'm not going to talk too much about this game because there's so many better games on the card. But you look at the, Marlins L, 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 L. You know what those are? Those are showing that a bad team was acting like they were good, because that's what was happening with the Marlins. I don't really have much faith in this Marlins team. I was shocked all year that they were doing it. All that being said, this is a spot where the Rockies, they're worse. And I think Cueto might pitch all right here. He's a tough pitcher to gauge here. But, I mean, I think Marlins is the only place you can look in this game, and I'm not backing the Marlins. So I'm not picking them to get hot or to finally win a game after this losing streak that they've been on. So, yeah, I'm off this game.
Agreed. I'm off as well. I still think the Marlins make the playoffs, but it's just, it's the NL wild card's obviously not as exciting as the American League wild card. Let's just put it like that. Dabby, just for your sake, they're actually not. They're not going to make the playoffs probably. It's funny, the Phillies, the Reds, and the Marlins are all tied for that last wild card spot. But the Diamondbacks, Giants.
As much as we want it to be the Reds, that goes to the Phillies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I think the Diamondbacks and Giants are pretty locked into the playoffs. They're only 1.5 games up. But yeah, I think the Phillies get that, and the Marlins and Reds fall just short. But I'd like to see them both try. It'd be a nice change of pace for them to try the trade deadline. So let's see here what they do. Next game, pretty good game in a rivalry. Cubs, fucking Cardinals, and we've got an old friend sighting. I've not seen Michael Fulmer on a starting line in quite a long time. He's obviously an opener. He's been going 1 innings, 2 innings max this year. I remember Michael Fulmer, the starter, is why I'm like, wow, this is weird. But I guess we're going bullpen day for the Chicago Cubs. Do I really want to trust the Cubs bullpen? No, not really. And Miles Mikolas has been pretty solid as of late. So, we'll see. And apparently, according to RotoWire, we've got Drew Smyly as the primary as well. So that's a good note there. Cardinals against lefties. Let's make sure.
Well, is he pitching or not? That's important to know.
Well, RotoWire is only rights every so often, so it lists them as him as a primary. I assume we'll see him at some point. Will it be after the first inning? Will it be after the second inning? Who knows? But I do think we get Drew Smyly here today. I trust more.
Why is he not starting?
Because I guess they like him better as the follower, just kind of like what they did with Johnny Cueto. Hopefully he can get through those first 2 innings, Michael Fulmer, and then rock and roll after that is what I'm guessing they're thinking.
All right.
14th are the Cardinals against lefties this year, which we know them last year as one of those teams that were juggernauts against lefties, and now this year they're just not as good. 14th, like I mentioned last month about them, I accidentally fucked up one of my pages, so I have to go back real quick. There we go. Go into lefties. This is all the fun things that we have to do on this program to make money. 13th as well this month, 112 weighted runs created plus, so slightly better, but still not good enough for me to feel comfortable backing them, I will admit. Cardinals are at minus 130 here, plus 108 for the Cubs, and a total of 10. That total of 10, I do not have Swish up, and I need to pull that bitch up right now. Makes me feel like we've got a little bit of a wind as well in this game as I pull this up here. We have 8.5, 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing right to left here. And it's actually not even that much. So I guess they're just expecting straight runs here. Cardinals at minus 130 is not a bad price. I'll admit it. And I'd consider taking the -1 in this game just to try to get plus money here on the Cardinals. But I definitely lean Cardinals against a Cub bullpen day that I don't trust.
Yeah. I mean, you said it off the top. The most important thing that I think you said was Michaelis is good at times. I say this, I feel like he's on here every Saturday that we talk about him. He's somebody that I backed last year and made money on. This year, I've only backed him once, and I cashed. This might be a good spot for him here. I kind of figured the Cubs would get one yesterday with Steele on the mound. But, the Cardinals have been hot. They were on a huge streak before yesterday. And I don't think one loss necessarily means you're off your streak, especially when you lose to a team's ace. You see that all the time in baseball. A team will still win the series when they're hot. They just drop one to the ace, and Steele is the Cubs' ace. I think this is a spot for Michaelis. He's been his last 3 outings. Last game against Miami, he gave up 7 hits and 3 earned runs. You look 3 games ago against the White Sox, 7 innings. He only gave up 4 hits and no runs. So like I said, the last 3 games, he's looked more like his old self. And he's not somebody that's overpowering when he pitches by any means. So I don't think that he's somebody that you worry as the innings go on. And he's somebody that's been there and done that. Not a ton in his career, but a couple times, he's got his innings up over 150, like 3 or 4 times. So I think he's good. I think you'll be good here. I think you back the Cardinals in the first 5.
I'm going to move on the Cardinals. I will see which side I go on. I don't know if I'm going full game or first 5 here as well. Another great trend by my guy, LJ from H-Town. Shout out to you, dude. Notable trend, Cubs 6-3 to the over in last 9 home games. Flex 305, Barbie was good. It's a good movie. At a 10, call it a 7. 7 movie there. Another BJ's on the Cardinals as well. He said, I like the Cardinals. The first in this spot, first bet I made today, Cardinals money line, 2 units, -130. The line opened at -110 and moved damn near 20 cents there with 60% on the Cardinals right now. And like he is saying, very accurately and very astutely there, 60% of the bets and money on the Cardinals as well there. And the total, let's talk about that real quick. Sharp money on the under, it seems. 70% of the bets, but only 22% of the money on the over here. So keep a note on that. 30% of the money, or bets, and almost 80% of the money on the under. So very interesting there. I will take the Cardinals today, and I will figure out how I will take them soon here. All right. And a question here. Sorry, my guy Vincent Armetti, he's new in the chat, so we'll answer his question here.
What do you mean, like a 50-50 team? No, because they lose 60% of their games at least, I would say. I don't have their record in front of me. What do they got, like 38 wins this year?
Yeah, not good. Not good. I was going to say, I wouldn't call them a coin flip because that would be giving them a little bit too much credit. So, yeah. All right, Dabby, while I do a little research on what I bet, I would love for you to start off this next game because this is your favorite team, the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles
It's not
Dodgers.
my favorite fucking team. I don't know why you're going to have people in the chat that actually think that, and when they see me bet it, they're going to think it's a fan bet. I'm not a fan of this fucking team. Bro, on our show, on the sesh on Monday, my one bet that I gave out was the Rays first 5, and it cashed. So,
sure.
Against the Rangers. And they ended up losing that game. The Rangers ended up winning it, but the McClanahan cashed in the first 5 still. He didn't give up any runs till the 6th. But you got Miller, the rookie, going against Dunning. Should be in the bullpen, but he's, had to step up for DeGrom being hurt this year. And I'm going to be honest, Dunning's done a great job. Not somebody that I, expected necessarily. I kind of like the Rangers here today. And like I said, this is not a fan thing. Like yesterday, if you watch my breakdown on the unmuted mic, I said I liked the Dodgers. I said I like the Dodgers team total over. And I said I like the first 5 over in yesterday's game. All 3 of which hit. And I'll tell you right now, I think this is just a spot where the Rangers get back. Like I said, just because a team's streaking and loses a game does not end the streak. They can still win the series and bounce back. Yesterday wasn't a good spot for the Rangers. Here, I think they can get behind Dunning. I think they'll get to the rookie. I'm interested about Seager. They listed him. If anybody saw, Seager sprained his thumb and went out of the game. JW said my favorite team to bet. I've made a lot of money on him this year, that's for sure. Seager sprained his thumb and went out of the game yesterday. It's not a good thing. He's day-to-day, though, so the x-rays came back negative, which is a big deal.
Yeah, that would have been gigantic if they would have lost Seager there. I really, you know me, Dad, I really would have hated to see that.
Let me say what I've said all year, and it's worked. Now, coming out of the All-Star break, the Rangers' first 5 under has been hitting a little more than the over, actually at a higher clip. If you ever like the other team, like yesterday where I said it was the Dodgers, if you like the other team at home versus the Rangers, the first 5 over is a good look because they find a way to scratch across 2 or 3 runs most of the time in those first 5 innings. And if you like the other team, that means they're going to have to get to the Rangers pitcher.
So do you like it today?
The first 5 over? Yeah, I always like it. I don't know if I'll bet it or not. I've got 3 bets. I've made it to the window on one. I'll give that out, obviously. And I might get to the window on the other 2. I'll let everybody know what they are.
I hope I can get to the fucking window. I officially...
You've never not made a bet. What are you talking about? You should try just having like 1 to 3 bets instead of 7 or 0. There's a good happy medium, I promise.
7 or 0. That's fun. Cardinals -1, by the way, is plus 130. Plus 130. So it's very interesting there. LJ, another good trend here. Rangers are 12-3 coming off of a 4-run loss and 13-3 off of a second game of a series. Very interesting there. Dabby, gun to your head. If you had to pick a side, which side are you picking?
Rangers today.
And Bobby Miller's good, but I'll be interested to watch. I mean, I'm not going to talk much about this game. Everyone knows I'm a fucking biased asshole when it comes to the Rangers. I want them to not make the playoffs now since I made that bet. But they've been one of the hotter teams in baseball coming out of the All-Star break. Very annoying. So we'll see. We'll see here. But I cannot wait to see the Rangers in the playoffs as well. Because the American League's wide open. If they do make it, they'll be in the top 3 favorites, I'm sure. And I'll be betting against them, to say the least. So that'll be fun.
I don't like their rotation. I've said this, and I'll say it quick, but Maddox has done something with those sinker ball pitchers, whether it's Dunning, fucking Gray, or fucking Evaldi. I don't know what he's done with them, but he's made them very effective.
BJ saying who's the primary for the Cubs is Drew Smyly. So I'm expecting 1-2 innings of Michael Fulmer, and then Drew Smyly will come in for 5, and then we'll see what happens there. So love that. All right, next game, because I didn't have much to say about that game. I shouldn't be trusted when it comes to the fucking Rangers. No place for me. I lean Rangers up plus money, if I'm going to be honest. So let's go to Arizona, Cincinnati. We don't know who the starter is for the Diamondbacks. Does anyone know who the starter is for the Diamondbacks? I'd love to know that. I don't either. I obviously lost on this game last night. I was on the Diamondbacks.
I didn't know who the starter was for a couple of the games, actually.
I think that is the only one that I don't have, but we'll see as the show progresses. I didn't have much to say on this. I would love to hear you guys on the chat, obviously, say who is pitching for Los Diamondbacks here. But I can tell you. So did you have any thoughts on this before we move on?
I know. I'm just pulling my stuff up right now, and I still have no listed pitcher, so I don't.
Vitalis is saying it might be Tyler Gilbert, the lefty for the Diamondbacks. If it is,
well, I mean, I don't bet a game if I don't know who's pitching. But
yeah, if it is, I still am just like, why do I want to bet that? So, as you can tell, me and Dabby Cap have no interest in this game. Diamondbacks Reds. Like I said, I was on the Diamondbacks last night. I lost, so a little bit of a sour taste. But honestly, I still think the Diamondbacks are the better team. So. Nothing for us there. Shout out to you, Eric Jones, Top Set, AOD. Thank you guys. EQ, Rocco, Lee Lewis is in here as well. Thank you guys all for joining the chat. We appreciate you guys. Hit the like button while you guys are here.
You asked me, Jose, to pick a side in the Rangers-Dodgers games, I wouldn't bet full game. I would take the -110 plus a half a run, or it's -110 to -115 plus a half a run in the first 5. I'd take Dunning over
For the
Miller.
Rangers. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's one of the 3 that I might go with. I just wanted to say that because I didn't say it.
No, I like that. So shout out to you there. Sorry, I like that bet a lot. All right, Justin McElvey saying over or pass as well. And Eric Jones said, Jose told you, Reds. Let's get back at it, Jose. Let's cash out to you, Eric Jones. No one likes an I told you so guy, but I still love you, Eric Jones. Let's move on. Good game here. Game I'm excited to talk about. We talked about Shane McClanahan a couple seconds ago. Let's talk about him here again against Grayson Rodriguez, who Orioles fans wish they had he was supposed to be their Shane McClanahan. He was supposed to be like the guy, the elite guy, et cetera, et cetera. But obviously he hasn't. Coming back up from the minor leagues and his one start so far back from the minor leagues was against the damn Dodgers. Who we talked about was not an easy spot to come back in. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks, 2 walks in the return. And honestly, didn't look bad. I thought it was pretty impressive how he went out there. Again, against the Dodgers, a really, really good team. But, it's not like he's getting any rest or any soft spot here with the Rays in a must-win games for the Orioles as well. Rays win the last night 3-0. Kind of just a perfect encapsulation of Rays ball there. I'm going to be an interested viewer here, but at -185 for the Rays, I think that's just a little ridiculous here. It's kind of like the same feeling in game 1 here. Maybe I'm being a bitch here, but I think the Baltimore Orioles should be betting every game this series just because I think their plus money is just kind of too good not to pass up. And it's a 4-game series, so maybe you end up with a split and up the juice, which would be nice. But this is just a really, really important series for both of these teams battling for first place. I don't know about you, Dabby. You'll probably say the Rangers. But I've said at multiple points this season that I think that the Baltimore Orioles are just as good as the Atlanta Braves. I think they're just really.
Why would I say the Rangers and no, the Orioles are not either?
Well, who's the best team in the American League, you think?
I mean, I'm just saying the Orioles aren't as good as the Braves.
That's fine, yeah. And I think the Braves are like another step above.
I would have said the Rays, but they're like 4-12 their last 16 games or something.
Yeah, they're on a cold streak for sure.
It's not just like since the All-Star break is right before the All-Star break too, they were losing. I mean, they're ice cold. But the one thing you do have here, and again, I know McClanahan lost his last game, and that's important to understand. Like, just because he pitched well, he is a gamer. I talk about I like pitchers who are gamers. That motherfucker's a gamer. You can see it on him when he pitches. He's a fucking bulldog. And he's going to be pissed that he lost again. I guarantee you he wants to get another win under his belt. He's 11-1 for a reason. He's clearly back from the injury because, like I said, against the Rangers, he went 6 innings and only gave up the 2 runs. So he got the no decision in a game that they lost. But he's just been outstanding. He's conceded 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 4 outings. So even with that one blow-up spot, he's been doing what he's been doing all season. There's a reason why he has a 2.56 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP and an 11-1 record, and he's already thrown 102 innings. He's very fucking good. Maybe one of the best pitchers in baseball, maybe the best pitcher in baseball. I don't know. I'm trying to tell you guys that he's that good. So I personally would take the Rays in the first 5 here. I understand what you're saying with the plus money with the Orioles. I like the Orioles yesterday. I probably like the Orioles tomorrow. I don't bet against aces. It's just there's certain things that I don't do. I don't bet on the fucking A's, okay? Even if the spot lines up. I don't bet against the Braves. I don't bet against aces. There's just things that you don't do for me that are just like from baseball knowledge that help me to where it's like over, am I going to lose? Everybody fucking loses, but over a sample size, it's worked. So that's what I'm sticking with. I would look Rays here first 5, but good luck to you guys on the Orioles. Unless I do make that bet, then fuck you.
Fair. Rocco Rogers liking Shane over 6.5 or 6 strikeouts and Max Scherzer strikeouts there. Plus money parlay, I assume. BJ saying McClanahan is different, best pitcher in baseball, in my opinion.
Me and him are on the same page a lot of times. Shout out to PJ.
Justin thinks I'm bugging with the Orioles Braves take. I've said that for months, though. Like I said months ago that I thought the Orioles were just as good as the Braves. Obviously, the Braves are a little bit of a step up because they have the pitching to really lock that shit down, especially when they're healthy. But the point of that is it was me saying I think the Orioles are just really, really good. Like I could easily see them winning the American League, which is not something we would say a couple of years ago, obviously. But who's your best team in the American League, Dabby?
Dude, I told you that's such a. I don't feel like. Who's got the best rotation, man? That's who can make it to the playoffs with the best rotation is always what I try to look at, and it's just a lot of offense, man. I don't know. I really don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. You know, I too am a big rotation guy, especially in the playoffs.
You joke about what I say with the Rangers, and now he wouldn't be. We all knew he fucking wouldn't be. But if DeGrom was healthy, them. If you had him at the ace for fucking the playoffs, I wouldn't. Yeah. I would not want to face that team. But they don't have him, so it doesn't matter.
John Gray is a number 3 starter, quality.
4 or 5.
Yeah, if Gray would be great too. But if he's a number 3 starter for you, great. Evaldi is your number 2, awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that all just gets bounced back. So no thanks.
So I think I'll probably bet Rays in the first 5 here. I'll probably take that run line. I think it'll probably be like minus 120 or 125, but I'll still probably bet it.
I like what BJ is saying as well, that Shane will shove today. He knows the stakes are high today. So I agree with that.
He's a gamer. He's a fucking gamer. He absolutely probably will. I think he will too. Both of these teams can't score to save their life. So if you really want to back the Orioles and you think Rodriguez is going to pitch well, maybe you back the fucking under instead of the Orioles. But, that's just me.
Let's move on. Shout out to Von Polo telling us to move on as well. He's a Baltimore guy, so he knows. He knows what's up. Toronto, Seattle. Oh, God, I was on the fucking I was on the Blue Jays last night. And it's so funny, Dabby, that when you say stuff and like and when you have a bet, and it's always the worst case scenario that happens. It just seems like whenever you have a bet, the worst case always happens. And I told you.
No, it doesn't seem like that. That's a terrible attitude to have.
For fucking me, it does, Dabby, because I told Jimmy the other day or last night, I don't remember when it was now. We talked because I was like, yeah, the Blue Jays, they could be in the mix. I could see them, if they made some bullpen additions, et cetera, et cetera. But I said, Jordan Romano fucking sucks. I've said that for 2 years now. I think he fucking sucks. He's not a good reliever. There's no dog in that guy. Fucking, you know what he is, Dabby Cab? He's a closer for 150 games. He's good for 150 regular season games. Any kind of games with any kind of pressure, that guy folds up like a fucking bitch.
He's a real Garrett Cole.
Yeah, exactly. He fucking folds up like a bitch too. He fucking sucks. I can't stand him. And if the Blue Jays ever want to win anything in the postseason, they fucking toss that guy into the setup role and get a fucking actual good reliever with some balls that will actually close games for them. Fucking horrible that guy is. Horrible. Kevin Gausman versus Logan Gilbert. A great pitching matchup here. The total is at a straight 7, too, which, it's not surprising when you see these guys, but it's at 7.5 now. Very interesting. A little over.
Oh, yeah, because I was about to say, I guarantee you they're not hanging a 3.5 in the first 5 in this game.
Yeah, especially not yesterday, because I bet one like a dumb skunt, and the fucking Astros and A's go over that like it's nothing.
Bro, I tell you not to bet those, especially not this year.
I know.
Like yesterday, Twins game.
Like you say you fucking one hit and you get fucking 3 runs. I know.
You can get 4 in one swing.
I heard your fucking voice in my head after I was like, God, you guys suck. I fucking made the bet anyway. It's like a fucking skunt I am.
If you're going to bet an under when it's like at a 7 or 7.5, you got to go full game.
It's sickening. Makes me sick. Nate Dogg, I love you, Nate, but he is not a top closer. That guy fucking sucks. I want so many other people. I'd much rather have Kenley Jansen and Chris Martin than fucking Jordan Romano. Get that guy the fuck out of my face. If he comes in a playoff game, I'm shitting my pants. There's no chance. Johnny K likes the under here, and why wouldn't you? Both these pitchers are fucking phenomenal here. Let's talk about the
Getting that half
market.
run is important. Like an under 4 is so different than an under 3.5. It's such a difference.
57% of the bets and 47% of the money on the under. So kind of 50-50 ball there, but it did open at, like I said, open at a 7, now at a 7.5. So always keep an eye out on that. Money moving on that with little of, or I should say the market moving on that with little money on it. It's always very interesting. And for the sidewise, everyone loves the Mariners here today. 70% of the bets and 80% of the money on the Seattle Mariners with Kevin Gausman on the bump is pretty surprising, I will admit. Last night, this opened up at minus 136 on Bovada. It's only minus 133 now, so not really that much of a change. Dabby Cab, what do you think about this game? Are you leaning towards the Seattle Mariners at home plus money here, or would you just rather take an under?
Maybe a full game under. Like I said, I probably wouldn't go first 5, especially with the total at 3.5. It's at 4. I'm sure you can't get 3.5 anymore. At 4, I'd still maybe, which I know this sounds weird, but I'd maybe look first 5 over and full game under. It's just kind of how these type of games seem to play out. And as frustrating the Blue Jays have been on the road, they're 3-7 their last 10 games. So on the road, the Blue Jays have been a little better of late. And this has just been disappointing for the Mariners. I think the Mariners really expected with their rotation, with people, like Gilbert.
1,000%.
Yeah, this is the most, like, we talk about Toronto being, kind of letting down, but God, Seattle is let down this season, and they're not out of it. I mean, they're not out of it, but damn, they have let down. This is a tough side game for me. I'd probably just go full game under if I was going to bet it.
Yeah, I agree. The 3 most disappointing teams in baseball are obviously the Mets, Padres, and Mariners. I mean, I don't think that's particularly close, but yeah, I'll keep saying it. My baseball dream, one of my baseball dreams besides Ohtani to the Red Sox, is Ohtani to the Seattle Mariners. I'd fucking love to see it. And actually give them a bona fide star with Julio. Who took a big step.
Look at what Drip said. And shout out Vince. He said he's got to bounce. Enjoy your day, my guy. Drip said 13 out of 15 first 5 totals went over yesterday. That's fucking crazy. That's a large number.
And the other day, the overs have been coming. Because the other day, do you remember the other day where the Braves and Diamondbacks had that like 16-13 game, and that was the day where it was like literally like a top 5 most offense or most runs scored in one day kind of day.
So like you're hitting the 100 you're hitting the 100 inning mark, and I tried saying this, like even people who have done it maybe 1 maybe 2 years that aren't really used to it, you got to pay attention to where the pitchers are, because once you start hitting that 100 inning mark for the starters, especially for the rookies, like shit falls apart.
Yeah, especially you're right, especially for the rookies. It's one of those things where I learned about this last year. You just always got to just check in on the rookies or young pitchers' innings numbers, because like Dabby's mentioning, once you hit 100, you get a little tired. And once you pass your career highs in innings, you've never been there before. We don't know what to expect from the guy. We don't know how the fatigue's going to affect him. So I agree with you. I typically want to fade those guys too. So I think the Yuri Perez conversation is going to be very interesting when he comes back, because his is shocked. You'll be shocked by this, Dabby Cap. He's like 20, obviously, so he's not had like that many years in the majors or in the pro ball in general. His max innings pitched for his season in his career is like 76.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's already like 80, and it's like, ugh. Like, and obviously they're doing the whole like innings limit. Let's not fuck up his arm for the rest of the season, et cetera, et cetera. But it's pretty crazy that he's already there, and they kind of need his ass. So it's definitely a bind there. What was the most amount of you threw?
What Jay Peasy said, and for fat guys like Framer Valdez. And God, Jose, I'm not trying to poke, but fucking come on, man. Lynn, seriously.
Oh, he's a fat piece of shit. Yeah.
Don't fucking back him, man.
I fucking hate it. I said
God,
it too. I bet him twice this season, Dabby Cap. Literally, 2 times. He's my least favorite pitcher in baseball. I say this.
Why are you
often.
backing Lynn, man?
I'm a fat piece of shit.
I just put my head down when I saw that yesterday. I was like, no.
Well, don't worry. I fucking forgot to tweet it out, and I lost that too. So,
oh, good that you didn't tweet it out.
Oh yeah, I didn't tweet it out. I still put my fucking money on it and lost like a fucking asshole.
Man, that's not.
It's great. It's Dabby. It's great because even though I did not bet or I did not tweet those fucking additions, I still bet those additions and still fucking lost them. So I'm still pissed off about them. Fucking fuck you, Lance Lynn. Fat ass motherfucker. I'm done with fat people in baseball. I'm out.
Good.
No more fat people in baseball. No more fat pitchers. Manoah, you're out. Lance Lynn, you're gone. I can't think of any more fatties on the top of my head. I don't think Framber Valdez is fat, but whatever. Let's go to this next game. And who the fuck is Jackson Wolf? Who the fuck is he? I don't know this guy. I've never heard of this man once.
He's one of the. I mean, I looked him up because I said the same thing when I saw him, so I looked him up. He's one of their like top prospects in the organization, but that's about all I got for you.
And guess what? They don't fucking have any good prospects anymore. So, top 10.
He's number 16, I think.
Top 10, 20 in the Padres organization is not good. You know, that's like being top 5 in the Braves organization. They're dead last. Who gives a fuck who's in the top 5 for the Braves organization? They got players for the next 10 years. They don't give a fuck. The Padres feel the same way. They got all their starters. They don't give a fuck. They brought up a knuckleballer this year because they're desperate. Now, Jackson Wolf, again, sick name, first of all. He's pitched fine this year. He's going straight from Double-A, too, which is sicko shit. You know?
That's what you should do. What are you talking about?
Well, it's not. It's been more prevalent in the last couple of years. But, you know, everyone goes Double-A, Triple-A, blah, 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 blah. But if you go straight from Double-A, I respect you. But I don't know if I can bet him here, obviously. His last few starts have been solid, and those are the starts that got him up, obviously. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Next, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and a home run there. I respect it. 85 innings pitched thus far this season. 104 strikeouts, only 20 walks is very good. 11 K9 is very respectable. And Matt Manning and obviously the Tigers are a good landing spot for this fucking guy. But for me, Dabby, it's 100% Tigers or pass. Matt Manning has been – I always struggle to figure out the adjectives for just fine, average, pretty good. You know, just been serviceable. 5 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs. 1 of them earned against the Royals. 6 2/3, no hit, no earned runs against the Blue Jays before that. Back-to-back good starts there. And he came off that Blue Jay start off of a 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs at Colorado, which at Colorado is not bad at all. So, I honestly, I lean Tigers. And truthfully, I might even get to the window with it because the Padres, again, we talked about the most.
The fuck you going to bet this game for, bro? I'm sitting here thinking, how is he still talking to look?
Well, it's plus 111
here's the thing. I'll say this.
for the Tigers here. It's very interesting.
I'll say this. Like, most of our chat isn't just looking for a bet to blindly tail. Most of you guys are intelligent motherfuckers who are just looking for information about the players, about the game. Most. Some people tail.
Well, I just want you to name names. Who are the guys that aren't? Who are the blind tailors? I'd love to know.
I'm not going to name any fucking names of people who I know tail. I'm trying. Most people are just looking for information. So I always think about our guy like Jimmy who breaks down every game and finds value in this. And I see you trying R2, but I'm going to be completely honest. I don't give a fuck about this baseball game.
I don't either, but I love Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson stepped up and said, "It's me. I'm him. I'm the Taylor." Shout out to you.
Cheers, man. We're gonna cash today.
Yes, I hope so. Justin, shout out to you, my guy. You should 100% blind tail some of the people in this fucking chat.
Well, look, and I know people do. I mean, and some people have tons of bets. I make it simple. I usually have fucking one. So if you want to
Yeah,
tell
you're
me,
easy to tail.
here's your one fucking bet. You want to tell me? Here you go. I figured it's easier for everyone else too, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey,
I bet anything that I give
I've
out.
never once made fun of your small volume.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Your nose got a little bit bigger when you said that.
It absolutely did. It absolutely did. Appreciate all the comments in the chat, by the way. You guys keep this show going. So shout out to you guys, AOD, Michael, new name in the chat. Shout out to you, my man. I hope you are in here a little more often, my guy. Hit the subscribe button while you're here. Eric Jones saying San Diego is in a 2-7 to the under spot. Detroit is also a 2-7 to the under spot. He likes the under. The ace. Johnny K likes the Tigers. And I am a little bit of a degenerate for liking this game. Let me check the market real quick, and then we can move on from this game here. And as I try to battle the hiccups.
Hey, there we go. Shout out to our people coming out saying they blindly tail.
It's funny. I love it. Shout to Joker. Yeah, it's funny that we said this as well. By the way, shout to Nate Dogg. He said he's going to join you on Medicaid Mondays again. So we'd love to see that. Shout to you.
Anybody who's been blindly tailing me on that is 19-5 this year. So
that's Big Dick Dabby Cab right there. So shout out to you. By the way, everyone stick around because Dabby Cab and I have something else to discuss after the show. Very show related. So I'm very excited about that.
We do?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, then move on. No, I'm just kidding.
Real quick, market-wise, 73% of the bets and 85% of the money on the Detroit Tigers here. Everyone just fading the fuck out of this kid. 67% of the bets on the under, but I don't have any money movement on that. Action, not giving that out. So I like your under 10 looks, everyone. I thought it would be a little lower than 10. I'm a little surprised it's a 10, but it is a straight 10, minus 115 at Bovada. So I like that. I will keep an eye out on that as well. All right. And Fly White Mike, he's saying do a few fireball shots this morning to get you going.
Fuck, I forgot about that. I want you to get drunk like you did with Jimmy with me sometime. We'll just stay live for an extra hour or so you can put it to good use.
Well, here's the thing. I think you might have heard this as well. Jimmy and I have given ourselves an ultimatum because I don't know about you're obviously succeeding, but I've seen like a lot of people. I was going to say 90%, but I don't want to put a percentage on it. I've seen a lot of people this year getting crushed in baseball. And again, you're killing it. So shout out to you. What?
What? Where's this going, bro? Can we fucking go? I'm listening.
So we made an ultimatum. If we are not at minus 10 units, both of us, by the end of July, the next Thursday, that first Thursday in August, Jimmy and I are going to recreate the Drunken Jose show, and we're going to go shot for shots again, and we're going to break the mojo. It is going to be a slump buster.
Good. That's what you should do now. You shouldn't wait.
Well, I'm giving myself the opportunity to man up and not be a little bitch. But that's
you've already done that. It's too late. Now it's time to break the slump.
So yes, next the first Thursday in August, perhaps will be a drunken show there as well, and it'll be fun. And by the way, I mentioned this. I love Dabby Cap to death. Like I bust his balls. Dabby Cap is going to be hosting the show while I'm gone for a couple of days here for a bachelor party. So
I didn't even know that. So cool.
Yes, it's in September, so you got plenty of time. And you did know this. I've told you this.
Oh yeah, September is. I don't remember things in September. Come on.
Exactly. So I root for Dabby Cap's success all the time. Because
I root for your success too. Just stop betting on
except for the Rangers. Except for the Rangers, obviously, I root for against your favorite team. But I want Dabby to succeed here, and his success makes me feel good and makes me feel better about him hosting the show while I'm gone. So shout out to you, Dabby. I appreciate your success. I lean Tigers here, all that to say, and let's move the fuck on to another shitty game. A good pitching matchup, though.
I'm about to say this isn't that bad of a game. Good
pitching matchup, but shitty teams. Nationals, Giants here. Logan Webb, Josiah Gray. Everyone knows me. If Josiah Gray's on the bump, I'm immediately like itching, like, oh, I want to bet the Nationals first 5 here. It's like a crack addict. I need my fix on Josiah Gray. I just need it. but I don't know if I'm going to get there. The Giants have been a solid squad. And if you would have told me that the Giants would be in second place in this division and they didn't sign Carlos Correa and Arson Judge, I would have told you you're a liar. But they've put it together again. They're the most boring team in baseball. They have a great manager, a decent front office, and I never know what to do with them here. That's why we have our guy Nutflush. He's a Giants whisperer. He fucking knows the squad in and out. So shout out to you, Nutflush. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday, whatever you're doing. And I hope you're in the chat to fucking tell me what to do in this game. Because me here, I'm leaning Nationals first 5. And obviously, first 5 under here with both of these solid pitchers here. Market-wise, for the under, 33% of the bets and 65% of the money on the under. That's surprising. I didn't think that the over would get this much love here. That makes me very interested in the first 5 under here, Dabby Cab. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I think that you capped that to the right direction. I would go with the under before I went with Josiah Gray in the first 5 with the Nationals. Gray has been good this year. He's got 3.59 ERA and 94 strikeouts, 48 walks. A little too heavy on the walks. 1.47 WHIP. He pitches out of a lot of sticky situations. Where on the other side, I think you got a real advantage with Webb on the mound. As much as I do enjoy Gray, and I've agreed with you, he's been good at spots. Logan Webb is just a flat out better pitcher. Gray's going to struggle to get through 5 innings, where Webb is going to give you 7 innings, 6 innings, at least 6 innings, probably can give you 7. I think that this is a good spot for the Giants. And on the road is where you can lay a run line if you want to. So I would probably look at the Giants run line as far as a side. I also like the first 5 under. I think that's a good look. Both of these pitchers I do like. Webb's he's more elite than Gray is. That's all there is to it.
First official play of the card, and I say that as I see LJ from H-Town's over trend here, 6-2-1, first 5 overs in the last game for the Nationals. Concerning, I'm on the first 5 under here, 4.5 -115. Official play today, so I'm excited. And Dabby, I'm gonna pull you. Only gonna have 1 to 2 to 3 official plays here today. So I only have 1 so far. So shout out to you there.
You don't have another bet yet?
Not yet, no. Rocco Rogers saying he's leaning hard first 5 Nats. They hit well last night. Y'all know how I'm feeling about Webb. I think he's one of the best in the league, but the Giants have not been hitting. Robert Franken saying over in Giants run line. Gray's been getting cracked at home. I don't know about you, Dabby, but I always get these weird hiccups when I start doing these shows, and it's fucking killing me.
It's probably from anxiety or something.
Yeah, because I suck cock. Shout out to Von Polo here. I wish I was at Von Polo's house. He's a big fight next week. I'm taking Bud in the over and having a fight party. Shout out to you there as well. BJ,
bro, hey, look, remember what I said. There are people who blindly tail, but you bring other cappers on. Most people are looking for information, and you bring good information. So if you're really like, just you got this, man. And I know you can have bankroll management also. So you're a big boy. You can do it.
I love when I say I suck cock, and then the chat goes pause. Johnny says clip. And Top says,
"Oh, good thought. Clip that for me and send it to me. I'm playing on the test."
What's really going on here? What's wrong with you, Jose? What's going on there? I'm having a bad home life, I guess. Top said.
The lines came down to -120 for the Rays first 5 run line at a couple places. I'm going to go ahead and bet that. So there's another official bet for the chat. I will be on the Rays first 5. And I know there's some people on the Orioles, and I said good luck earlier, but no longer good luck. I'll be on the Rays first 5 -120.
Well, Flex 305's girlfriend just walked in, and she's listening to me talking about how much I suck cock.
She's like, I thought you were watching a sports betting show, Flex. I walk away and I come back, and this is what you're watching.
I also like the thought that she calls him by his YouTube name, not his actual name. He'll call him Flex 305 JC. So,
bro, everybody calls me Cab. What are you talking about? My daughter calls me Cab.
Good. I love that. And Flex's girlfriend's like, hey, oh, Flexy. Hey, oh. So I love that. So shout out to you, Flex, my guy. Justin McElvey saying Ray's first five's on his card, and BJ saying, yo, chill. So shout out to you, BJ. BJ, good follow on Twitter, by the way. Drop your Twitter handle. So shout out to you, my guy, BJ. All right, next game. We've got a couple more games here, and as everyone tells, I'm in a fucking mood right now. So I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. This morning. So shout out to me.
Bro, I'll
Phillies,
give you fucking 6 or 7 bets that I like if you want me to fill that big card of yours from now on.
No, you know what
Let's
I want
get
you to do?
positive. I want you to stop whining.
You know what I'm gonna be the most negative fucking person until I have a winning day, Dabby Cab. You have no idea. This was me during baseball as well, Dabby. If you would have up, oh my god.
I'll send people my plays because I only give out what I actually bet. But if people ask me, even if it's friends that are looking for more bets, they're like, okay, but I want more action. Like, what else do you like? Bro, I'll send it. I'll get and if I send it to you and you put it on the card, you don't even got to say a word. Just enjoy the wins.
That's funny. You know what, Dabby? I'm not gonna asking you for a smorgasbord of plays. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want one, and I'm gonna tell you one play today, and it's gonna be fun. By the way, and Top Set saying fade Jose time. Top Set, that day was yesterday. You faded me yesterday. You're fucking collected. But I love Top Set. Shout out to my guy Elio. Top Set, by the way, I'm gonna be in Miami again for a week. End of October, beginning of November. Top Set. So follow me on Twitter or however you connect, and let's meet up. I need a good connect, Top Set. I know that you're a guy. You're not gonna leave me like fucking Boston Nick, Top Set. I know that I can rely on you to not leave me hanging like Boston Nick, that scunt. All right, let's move on here. Phillies Guardians here. Good pitching matchup with Tanner Bybee versus Zach Wheeler. And admittedly, again here, Dabby Cab, I wanted to take a first 5 under here. Wheeler has been overall solid for the full year, a lot better than Nola. He started off kind of rocky, but he's had his good moments, had his struggles. He's kind of in a bit of a struggle right now for his standards. You probably agree with me. He's one of the aces in baseball. I'd call him a top 10 pitcher in baseball. 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 home runs, 7 Ks in his last start against the Padres. That's good, but I personally expect better. I don't know about you again, then Dabby Cab.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Next time against Miami, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, a home run, 7 Ks, no walks. Again, good, but we expect better. And then against the Mets, 7 hits in 5 innings, 4 earned runs, a home run, 6 Ks, no walks. I do love the no walks in his last 3 starts. That's a good sign, but maybe it seems like he might be throwing too many strikes, because he's getting crushed a little bit. We'll see. Obviously, the Guardians are not a good fucking offensive team. We know that. So I usually want to bet first 5 unders in this game. In most Guardian games, Dabby. You probably feel the same way.
No, I honestly my something that I wasn't even really thinking about betting that's just hit me like a brick. And I'll tell everybody this when it comes to gambling. In my opinion, for me, it's important to cap and have as much knowledge as you possibly can. But at the end of the day, you got to listen to your fucking gut. I'm telling you right now, you have to be able to listen to your gut. And you got Wheeler on the mound and you can afford him. You can get a money line. You can get down to minus 116, minus 120, minus 122. Wow.
It's only minus 123 right now.
That's what I'm sitting here saying. You got Wheeler on the mound. And I know some people might say, oh, trap. I think Philly is a team that's going to keep winning baseball games this year. I've been saying it for a while. So them turning it around hasn't surprised me one bit. And I think having Wheeler on the mound, even though he struggled, he's been disappointing this year. You kind of touched on it on the road this year. Let me see if I got his road stats here. I just have his regular stats in front of me. I thought I had his road stats. On the road, he's 5-2 with 9 starts this season, 5 quality starts. He has given up a lot of hits. That's kind of on your thing about the strikes, 55 hits in 51 innings with a 4.06 ERA. But I want to go back to the record. He's 5-2 on the road. He's 7-4 on the season. This is a guy that, I kind of consider their ace, even though he struggled, or an ace, which is an ace is a big deal for me to say, that.
I would agree.
Yeah, I think this is a spot where you can get a decent price on Philly, and I might bet this one.
Yeah, I like the first 5 under in this. So like I said, it's minus 130 for 4.5, which sucks, obviously. And I looked at the line movement in this game. It opened at minus 125, and it's just kind of just stayed there. It's interesting. 48% of the bets and 67% of the money on the Phillies. So bigger bets on the Phillies.
I just want you to think about like forget everything, right? And just think about the players in the Phillies lineup from top to bottom, and then think about having Wheeler on the mound. Like, this number's there because he hasn't been at his best, and the Phillies haven't always been at the best this year. But as far as they're a fucking better team than the Guardians. I don't care. Like, you can't tell me otherwise.
I agree with that. I'm moving on my second official bet in this game. Full game under 8 here at minus 110. The first 5 being 130 sucks, so no thanks. The thing that pushed me officially to that way, market on the under here, 19% of the bets on the under, but 56% of the money on the under. So big bets on the under. I like the under here, so I will take that under. Shout out to that. Von Polo, by the way, just mentioned the UFC has just started. So the UFC stream has just started. So it's a 15-fight card. So that's a good shit right there, Von Polo. It's a London, so it starts early, which is kind of cool. I kind of like the early morning fights, to be honest. But yeah, so shout out to you there, Von Polo. Go check that out. No problem if you're leaving the program. I still love you, Von Polo, but I will love you less. I will admit that. But the UFC stream is going on right now, so shout out to them. All right. Couple games on the card left. I don't have graphics for them, unfortunately, so let's just roll through them right here. Let's go Atlanta, Milwaukee. And who the fuck is throwing for the Atlanta Braves? Who the fuck is Winnis? Alan Winnis? Is this who this guy is? Never heard of this human being in my life. Now, we talked about this as well. The Braves, they're the best organization in baseball, and it's not really close. Like, it's the Braves and then everyone else. And it's not just because of the team, because their team obviously is amazing. It's just how they run shit. And I love what Alex Anthopoulos does here. I love that what he's doing with Soroka, for example, and I talked about this with Jimmy. He brings up his young pitchers, brings them up, lets them pitch in the majors because he knows the offense is going to be there. He knows the offense is going to support them, and he knows that he has such a big lead that he does not give a fuck. He'll throw these young pitchers out there, get them major league experience, and then he'll throw his major league guys that are rehabbing, just keep them in the minors. Keep them in the minors, relax in the minors, easy innings in the minors, get your feet under you until you get back up here. And I love what he does. I love that he does that shit. He's doing it again here today with Winnis. Where the fuck that guy is.
Well, you're giving him a whole lot of credit for the fucking offense, making it possible.
Oh, yeah. No, he built it. I mean, he built it. So, I got to give him credit. So,
yeah, but remember, the offense makes that possible. It's not his strategy.
Well, again, he built the offense. So, he did it. But it's a great thing. I personally enjoy that he does that. Not many teams have that luxury because of the offense. He can do that shit. And, again, he's making his major league debut, and he's like a minus 130 favorite against a first-place Milwaukee Brewers team who is going to win their division. And do I want to bet the Brewers? Fuck no. I don't want to bet the Brewers. By the way, he was minus 130 last night. He's up to minus 144. It just seems like it's a case of it doesn't matter who the Braves are throwing. If you can get the Braves at a decent price, you should just bet them. Because they're going to come through. Let's say Winnis gives up 6 runs immediately, Dabby. You think the Braves can't get 6 runs off of Adrian Hauser? It's just one of those things.
Of course I think that they can. That's why I've given rules. You should remember this one because it's one of them. What is one of my rules?
Don't bet on debuts.
Yeah. You got another? Can you give me another one of my rules? Because 2 of my rules are in this game.
I was going to say don't bet on guys coming back from an injury, but that's not one of them here.
Nope.
Don't bet on the fucking Braves.
Boom. You got it. Two of my don't do's.
See,
Yes.
I listen, Dabby. I'm a fucking great listener.
There you go. Yes, I do think that this game probably caps towards Milwaukee. I don't bet against the Braves, and I don't bet against people on their first start. So that's all I got to say about this.
Vitalis putting up great numbers here against Winnis. It's been impressive in AAA. 2.81, 100 innings pitched, and the Brewers' offense sucks cock. I'm not surprised. If anything here, it's Braves or nothing. But I can't get there, unfortunately. It'd be -1 for me, maybe, but yeah. By the way, Real Deal Prime dropping a good note there. Alex is Canadian, so we love that. So shout out to Alex Winnis. Braves are nothing for me. Debbie Cab agrees, but he's not moving anything. Correct?
No.
All right, let's go to a good game here. We're talking White Sox Twins here. Sonny Gray versus Dylan Cease. Admittedly, whenever I see Dylan Cease at plus money, I'm always interested. My sonars go up. I'm like, do I want to back him here? You know, I know the White Sox offense is shit, but blah blah blah. But this, Dabby, this is capping to me for another under here. First 5 under. Sonny Gray, I'm fairly confident he can take down the White Sox offense. And he's had his moments again, just as we were referring to the other guy who I can't fucking remember his name now. He had his moments of being shit. It was Wheeler. And now, good. His last 2 starts have been horrible. 6 innings, 6 earned runs, 5 2/3, 5 earned runs against the Orioles and Mariners. Though I give him some slack. That Orioles start was off of back-to-back against the Orioles, coming off a 6 shutout. So I'm not surprised there. The Mariners start is bad. I expect Sonny Gray to bounce back against a shitty offense. I think Dylan Cease can pitch really well. So I'm going to take a first 5 under here in this game. 4 -105.
All right. I don't hate it. Listen, everybody that's bouncing for the UFC stream, do us a favor. Hit the like on the way out. If you haven't done it, hit the like. It helps get us in the fucking algorithm a lot. We'll give out our bets again at the end of the show, which we're almost there. I got one question. How in the fuck is Dylan Cease only 4-3? He's pitched 107 2/3 innings, and this is going to be his 21st start.
It's so funny that
what?
It's so funny because he pitches well, and he'll come out with the lead, and immediately the bullpen just fucking blows that shit. He's the king of the no decisions this year. You're 100% right.
4-3, and this is his 21st start. That's fucking crazy, man. But yeah, in his last 3 starts, he's 1-0 with a 4.96 ERA and a 1.59 WHIP. So he's been letting a little too few many people on base, of late. And that's 16 1/3 inning of work right there. I don't know. I think this is a tough spot here. White Sox, I've talked shit about them all year. I'm not a fan of the White Sox. I'd say I'd go with Gray here over Cease. As far as starters go, Gray, he's 0-4 in his last 13 starts, but you saw him go 4-0 in April. We all know what he can do, and I think against the White Sox, like you said, I think he holds them down. So I think you might go under. I think that's a decent look, and I also think you could just go with the Twins.
All right, beautiful. First 5 under, 4 -105 for me. Shout out to my favorite commenter. I can say this. I pick favorites. I have a favorite commenter. My girl Chocolate Waterfall in the joint right now. She's on the White Sox. And she loves the UFC too. So I hope she's in the UFC live chat as well. Shout out to my girl, Chocolate Waterfall, who I hope is on the unmuted mic very soon as well. I would love to see it. She's down. We just have to schedule a time.
And since you brought it up, anybody who didn't check it out, go see the interview. Natasha was awesome. She was a good interview.
We'll talk about the interview here shortly.
What do you want to talk about? You probably learned a whole lot.
We'll talk about it. We still have 2 more games, I believe, to talk about here, but we'll talk about it here very shortly. All right, next game, Oakland A's versus the Houston Astros. Christian Javier versus my king, Paul Blackburn. Paul Blackburn, who has not pitched well in his last few appearances. And luckily for me, I have not backed him first 5 in a little bit now. I can tell you why. First of all, His last start was against the Red Sox, and that's kind of obvious why I didn't take him there. That was his first start coming off of the All-Star break. And, excuse me, his last appearance before the All-Star break was against the Red Sox, too, in a relief appearance where he got touched up a little bit, too. So it's been a minute since we've got him on a normal start against my non-favorite baseball team. And I want to take him first 5 here again because he's the king of it. I don't know why or how he pitches well in these first 5 innings, but he does. But Christian Javier, maybe it's just more of a name brand now, but it just scares me to back him here. And he's had a shit last month or so. These are just, Dabby, these are his earned runs since last month on the 9th. 4 earned runs, no earned runs, 4 earned runs, 6 earned runs, 8 earned runs, 3 earned runs. Just not been good. And on the opposite side of Dylan Cease being a 4-3 Dabby Cab, Christian Javier is 7-1 still. 7-1 still after all of those shit starts. The Oakland A's are the perfect team to get right on. It's just, obviously a good scenario. He's faced the Oakland A's once already. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run on a home run, 3K, 3 walks there. But there's just no chance I can back Christian Javier here with how he's pitching. If anything here for me, it's the classic Oakland A's first 5 plus a half. Oakland A's first 5 money line with Paul Blackburn on the bump. A couple weeks ago, I was betting both of those pretty frequently. And in classic fashion, I wouldn't win both of them, Dabby Cap. It obviously go push, and then I win the first 5 plus a half, which ultimately I don't care about because I would love to just win, and that's fine. But I want to do it here again, Dabby. But what do you think?
I think the Astros, they sure are. I mean, we talk about who's the best team. I don't want to fucking say it, but aren't they still when they're healthy? And they're probably going to get healthy. Right?
When they're healthy, absolutely, yeah. That's why.
And they're probably going to get healthy, right? The Rangers, they're not getting DeGrom back. They're not going to get there, right? But we talk about the Astros, they're going to get healthy, and they're still finding a way to win games. A wounded team knows that they got to fucking win when they play people like the Oakland Athletic A's. So, I think that they're going to step up in this spot. Even though it's just the A's. So yeah, I would only look Houston. I get why you'd back Blackburn. He was one of the most profitable pitchers, or maybe even the most profitable pitcher in baseball in the first 5 last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then this year he started off hot, like you said, but lately he's just been getting torn up. I don't know. What's the total at this? I feel like it's sitting at 8. Yeah. Okay. If you can get a first 5 over 4, I was going to say jump that. But it's probably 4.5.
Yep, 4.5 over -105.
Yeah. No, I don't want anything in this game.
I'm not going to bet this, Dabby Cab, and you know why? Out of respect to you. What was one of your rules, Dabby Cab?
It has nothing to do with this game.
Yes, it does.
Oh, don't bet on the A's?
Yeah. There you go.
Blackburn was the only exception to that.
Well, I'm listening to your rule, Dabby Cab. You said don't bet on the A's. I will not bet on the A's while you're here. I'll just do it behind your back.
Okay. Blackburn was the only exception to that. So
let's go to the last game on the card here. And this is the stupidest easy pass on the card. Osvaldo Bido and the Pittsburgh Pirates versus Reed Detmers. And the Angels, excuse me. They're almost -180. Let me double check here. It was -182 last night. And now -193. Yeah, I mean, come on. Do I really want to fucking back the Angels at -200? No. There's just no chance, especially with a half of a team and Ohtani coming off of a pitching performance. No thanks.
Ohtani didn't pitch well. What are you talking about?
Well, no, I didn't say he pitched well. It was just a performance.
I was on the Angels' first 5 yesterday. It cashed.
Cash it, Ohtani. It's hilarious. No, I mean he didn't pitch well, but it was a performance. So I will just say maybe he's a little tired after it. I don't know the numbers the day after he pitches, but just not where I want to bet there. So I want nothing to do with this game. Vitalis is dropping the now analyst on the Pirates. Huge money differential on the Pirates. Sharps want nothing on this game. Let's talk about the market real quick, like he was mentioning. 41% of the bets on the Pirates, but 87% of the money on the Pirates as well. That's crazy. And it seems like that's the case every day. Vitalis, I mean, you look at this stuff as well. It just feels like every day it's just bigger bets on the Pirates, and I don't know why. I don't think they're good, but it's whatever at this point. I'm passing. I had nothing on this game. I want to get our friends over to the UFC stream, so easy pass here for me.
Yeah, I would pass or look Angels. I'll leave it at that. I'm not betting it. I don't want to get behind Detmers, so especially not at this price. But yeah,
Detmers has been fine this year too. He's definitely had his moments of being good, but at this price, like you just mentioned, just no way. Just no way in hell.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a bullpen day for the Pirates. Like, and the Angels are hot right now. I mean, the Angels are winning baseball games. So what do you want me to say? Like, you've got a decent guy for considering who they've got in their rotation. You've got one of their guys, even though he's 2-6, he's still one of their guys, and they're hot. So yeah, it's no.
Beautiful. And by the way, Ricardo, you're a fucking 1,000% right. I skipped a game. Red Sox Mets.
How the fuck did you skip that game? I was wondering.
Well, I'm just a stupid skunk. We know that.
This is your boys, man. Come on.
We'll talk about them. But just a reminder, the UFC stream is on right now. If you stick around here, this stream will automatically take you to that stream. So stick around, come on, watch the end of this show, and it'll take you right to the UFC stream. So don't worry about that. All right, let's talk Red Sox Mets here. The Red Sox have to finish the first game. Obviously, it's 4-3. By the way, one of my bets that I forgot to tweet was the over in that game, Dabby Cab, over 9.5. I thought, okay, at least I have a winner there. And then the skies opened up and just shit all over Fenway Park and had that bitch flooding. And then, of course, I looked today to see maybe my book will just roll it over. No, I get a push.
That's not how it works.
I get a push, and it makes me angry. So whatever. But I personally, Debbie, I was shocked to see that Max Scherzer was a dog here on the road. Honestly, I was like, interesting, because I initially thought like James Paxton, coming off of a crap start, maybe the Mets can get to him here. Max Scherzer, the dog, et cetera, et cetera. But Vitalis, great comments, by the way, from Vitalis today. So shout out to you on top form, Vitalis. He's saying 5 cents of movement on the Red Sox and the sharps are on the Mets because the Red Sox are getting 92% of the money. It's very interesting that you think the sharps are on. I always assume the sharps are on the side with bigger money there. And the sharps have the bigger money, Vitalis. That's what I assume personally. But it's interesting because he's right. 79% of the bets and 92% of the money on the Boston Red Stockings here. And just has not moved. Has not moved much at all, this line. I'll pull it up here. This line opened up at -115. Actually, yeah, -115 for the Boston Red Sox, and it's jumped up to -125. With all that money, it makes sense with all that money. With all the money on them, at the very least. But again, I can't trust this Red Sox team. They win 6 in a row, and they come back and lose 6 in a row. So I've just been very conflicted. I don't know what to do. So I passed this game pretty easily, unfortunately. And, I saw the line. Of course, I don't know if you saw this as well, Dabby, because they're putting lines now on those games that resume. So, like, right now, you could bet the Mets to win game 1 at -145. Red Sox are only +110, which is weird. I thought it would be a little higher, but
really?
I honestly, I thought they'd be like +130, but they're only down 1, so whatever.
Where are the odds at?
I have them on Bovada. They're just on like the regular.
That's not what I mean. Like, where in the book are they at? Because they're not under like the regular games, are they? Are they like? Is there?
No, I have them under the regular games. Yeah. It starts at 110, so it'll be under. For me, it's under Rockies Marlins as well. And Akbar, yeah, good thing I did fucking skip this game. 2 fucking shit organizations that can't get out of their own fucking way apparently. So You're right about that. I'm glad.
Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay, I didn't
Oh,
see
it's at
that
the bottom
shit.
for you. Okay,
Yeah,
that's interesting. But yeah, Eric Jones saying Boston 13-5 straight up spot. They're also 3-13 to the under. And by the way, the JPZ saying the books really don't know what to do with baseball either. You got to stick to your capping in baseball. It really does seem like that, huh, JPZ? Because I've noticed the last couple of days, line movements have not mattered even a little bit.
they don't know, bro. Nobody knows. Baseball's baseball. If they
It's
have an
crazy.
idea, everybody has an idea. That's all you can have. Look, like I don't like betting against Scherzer. There's one thing though that you look at, the Red Sox at home, they hit great at home. They got a 290 batting average at home. That's with 48 games, so there's plenty of sample size there too. Mets, on against left-handed pitchers, only hitting 230 as a team. So your advantage of the plate's going to be with the Red Sox here. And in the last 8 games, Scherzer's given up 11 home runs. So even though he's pitched well, he's prone to the long ball, and I'd be worried about that today with the Red Sox. I think they might get to him a little bit. So I'm off this game because I don't want to go against Scherzer, and I think it might be a Red Sox day again.
You know what's funny, Dabby? I looked at the rankings for who gives up the most amount of home runs as a starter. I thought Max Scherzer would be up there, but he's not. Do you have any guess of who the starter is that has given up the most home runs in this season? I'll give you a hint. He pitched yesterday.
Oh, fuck. Now I got to take a shot. Hold on.
I'll give you an even better hint. I bet on him yesterday.
Lance Lynn. Easy answer. Answer. So easy. I wish I would have got that. Fuck.
Fat ass Lance Lynn, who it makes sense. The dude only throws fastballs. He's so
bad.
It makes me so fucking angry that
I put my head down. Like when I saw that you were betting on him yesterday, I was like, Jose, no.
You know what, Dabby Cab? New law. We don't bet on fat people anymore.
We can bet against them.
Yeah. We don't bet on the fatties anymore. Alec Manoah,
there you go.
You're fat. We don't bet on you. Lance Lynn, you're fat. We don't bet on you.
It's good. There it is.
28 home runs allowed this year, Dad.
Stick to it. Have rules and stick to it.
28. His home run per night. He gives up 2 home runs every 9 innings.
He gave up 5 runs in the first inning, man.
I did. I saw. Fucking asshole. That guy is. Shout out to you, Nate Dogg. Love you, my man. Thank you for watching. Let's recap our action, and I'll get fucking even more angry at that fat slob.
Let's do it.
I hope he gets traded to the Rangers. Please trade his ass to the Rangers. Please. He sucks. All right, I have 3 Actually, you know what? I want Dabby Cab to recap his plays first because I'm tailing one of his plays. Go ahead.
You tailed the Rays first 5, right?
Sure. I don't know which one I'm tailing.
Okay, well, look, I've got 3 bets here. I'm gonna for sure hit that Rays first 5. It's the run line. It's gonna be -120. I also do like the Rangers plus a half a run at -110, and I like the money line for the Phillies. So I like Philadelphia on the road against Cleveland today with Wheeler. I really like that one, but I'm going with the Rays for sure. So the only official one I'll make is the first 5, half a run with the Rays, but the Rangers first 5 and then Philly money line. I like that a lot.
All right. Rangers first 5 going to be on my card as well. I've got Rangers first 5. God damn it. These fucking books always trying to fuck you with these juice, man.
It's -110 to -115 most places. What do you got?
Fucking it's a good sign for you. It's a good sign for you, but I'm gonna have to fucking eat the juice. We've got -128 first 5.
What, bro? Hold on. You
first 5 minus a half, right?
I've got like 17 books here that have a better line than that.
Well, I'm obviously getting fucked by Bet Online today, which is a rare time go sign up for an account with them. Promo code Pub Sports on the website. First time I'm getting fucked by them, but I'm just getting right in the ass there. Yeah, and by the way, Kelly, I'm hot today, Kelly. I'm angry. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. I went 0-4 yesterday. Fucking, you know what? I went 0-6 yesterday because I'm a scunt and I didn't bet or didn't tweet out my fucking bets. God, I hate myself.
Stop talking about it and just win today. What are you betting on today?
We're winning.
Let me hear your plays one more time. Say that. Say it with conviction.
You want fucking conviction, Debbie?
About your action. I want you to be like, I'm on fucking the Boston Red Sox because they're going to win today. Like, come on, give me something.
No, I'll tell you fucking 3 bets they're going to win today.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to put on my Noli Nose hat. Here I am, my Hispanic brother, me, Noli Nose. All unders. First 5 under 4.5, -115, Nationals, Giants. That's cashing. Josiah Gray's going to pitch his dick off. Logan Webb's going to throw his fucking sinkers and pitch well. Second, Philadelphia, Cleveland Guardians, under 8. You know what's going to happen there, Debbie Cab? Zach Wheeler is going to pull his head far out of his ass. So far out of his ass, and he's going to pitch well. And Tanner Bibee is going to figure out his name is actually Tanner Bibby, and he's going to pitch well. I'm spitting all over the place, too. I've got spit on my computer screen, but who gives a fuck? Last play, on top of Dabby's first 5, I'm on the fucking White Sox Twins first 5 under 4.5, 4, -105. Fuck you, Lance Lynn. I'm coming back for my money today. Dylan Cease going to pitch well, and my guy, Sonny Gray. I love Grays. I'm betting on both Grays today. John, Josiah, Sonny, I love them all. I don't love John. But we are going to win today, damn it. I'm tired of losing. We are going to win today.
There you go. That's it. There you go. Much
fucking
better.
Sick of this bullshit. Fucking tired of it, Dabby. I'm tired of it. Tired of losing. I'm sick. Unbelievable. Fucking 0-6 yesterday because I'm a slapdick.
You're going to at least win one of those today. I know that.
I got to. I'm going to win yours. Race
that was the joke, man.
-0.5, -128.
When you everyone's -0.5? What are you doing? Why are you having minus?
What do you mean?
You got +0.5, don't you?
Oh, you're on the Rangers?
What do you fucking think I said?
You're not on the Rays?
Yes, I'm on the Rays. You went with the Rays?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's the only
Very
one
good. Very
official.
good. Very good. Very good. All right, you're gonna win, bro. You got this.
Oh,
you got this.
It's just sickening. Vitalis. How am I supposed to pay for a wedding if I don't win bets? Damn it. All right, Dabby.
Shout out to the chat.
We have to quickly talk about the unmuted mic.
Yes.
It went great. But the main question that we're all asking coming from that show is that did you really think, and there's an echo now too, how lovely. Did you really think, now we're good now, that this bitch was shitting in her panties and sending them to other people? Did you really think that she's sending out shitty panties to people?
In my life, if somebody said soiled pants, that means you shit yourself. If I was like, Jose soiled his fucking pants, that would mean he shit his pants.
Yes, because I'm a man who's buying shitty panties from a woman.
Bro, she said first off, everybody go check it out. You didn't see the part where she said somebody offered her $200 to step on a crawfish in heels?
That's not shitty panties.
Yeah, but people are weird, bro. She said some people asked for shit and stuff like that. It's pretty gross.
Shout out to Natasha Tush. A great time. Great interview. Oh, my God. I'm so fucking angry with myself. I'm just beside myself angry. Congratulations on the first show. It was a great show. Obviously, the intro was shit, but that was just because of your Wi-Fi, and it'll be great next time. It'll be fun for that. The chip was awesome, too, and I cannot wait for all of that. J-Dub, technically I don't have a girlfriend, but that's a Helga problem.
That chip was the worst thing I've ever done. I'm never doing something like that again.
Well, the real question is, Dabby, do you guys are you guys?
Let me be quick. So, first off, we should have stayed on camera first because, I ate it, right? I ate it and it was hot. It felt like I couldn't breathe. Like tears started rolling down my face, but it was like, whatever. It was no big, it
Sounds like a big deal.
It was a big deal. It hurt, but it was like, that's what hot stuff does. But I made the mistake. So it finally went away. Like 20 minutes later, I was like, all right, I'm fucking good. And then like 20 minutes after that, it felt like my chest got lit on fire, and just started burning a hole through my entire fucking stomach and organs. And that's when the real pain started. The pain is not when you eat it.
Yeah, I can imagine the acids in your stomach not enjoying that.
No.
I can imagine that. I wonder, did you have some Pepto and hemorrhoid cream like our guy Dave?
No, I was fine.
Let me tell you, as a 25-year-old man, hemorrhoids are no joke. Hemorrhoids fucking
Jesus,
suck.
Jose.
Hemorrhoids are the fucking devil. So I need some hemorrhoid cream myself. Shut to him. All right,
You need to eat some fucking vegetables. That's what you need.
I don't do that. You know that.
I know you don't do that. You need to eat some fucking vegetables. Bro, you're going to live to be like 40.
That's fine. I'll die at 40. And if I die at 40, a fucking broke man that can't win fucking baseball bets, I will have died 40 years too early. God damn it. Mo Harris, Rem, Kelly, Nate Dogg, you're getting 2 tickets. I don't know who the third. I guess you're getting 3. He's coming to Texas as well. Shout to the dog. Nate, shout to you. September 18th, which I learned, by the way, is a Monday. That's going to be a gigantic pain in the fucking ass. But I'm still coming.
We're doing it the 18th?
Yes, that is when we have our ticket. You already have tickets.
What do you mean I have tickets?
Remember the fucking money booth?
I remember it, but I didn't actually follow through with getting those tickets.
Well, okay, then I have tickets already then.
I mean, I can buy a ticket. Can I not buy one where you're at?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't know. Whatever.
I can just buy a ticket.
The point is, we're going to be in Dallas, September 19th, 18th, excuse me, Red Sox Rangers. We're going to be in San Antonio, September 9th, UTSA Texas State. We're going to be in San Antonio, August 12th, the card show here in Southtown 101. Bring your fucking cards. Bring them out. Sell your shits. Trade them. It's going to be a whole lot of fun there at Southtown 101 as well. So do all that. And make sure, if you watch this whole motherfucking program, if you did not hit the fucking like button.
There's 130 of you. Press the goddamn button.
If you did not hit the like button, I will come to your house. I will come to your house and I will spit all over you as I yell at you about how you didn't hit the like button. Because I've been spitting this whole time. My computer screen is dripping with spit right now. Do you think I give a fuck? No.
Suffering succotash.
Exactly. Call me fucking Daffy Duck, goddammit. Thank you, Dabby Cat, for joining me. Mo, White Mike, Real Deal, Kelly, Morgan, Vitalis, J-Dub, J Peasy, Drip, Steven Harrison, Tori Coker, who I'm going to go see in Miami, as well as my guy Top Set. Tori, I can't wait to have a beverage with you. Maybe you can hook me up with some bud as well. I'd appreciate that as well. I'm going to golf. I hope we can golf together. Ranillo, Akbar, fucking Abel A, all you guys, we appreciate it. Gerald Jones, the new ones that came in the chat earlier today that I didn't remember their names. I don't remember their names at all, but I knew they were new names. So shout out to you guys. Ranillo, Abel, Rogue Energy, J-Dub. Fucking, I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready to win this goddamn game. I'm ready. Stick around on this stream. It'll automatically take you to the UFC stream. Follow us on Twitter at DabbyCab, at Jose Bouquett right here. And we will win today, damn it. We will win. Or else.
Believe.